Wow. So initially, my speech was in English. But after talking with many people, I really want to share my thoughts for the Japanese people. This is the issue that many people do not know yet in Japan. So I'm going to do this speech in Japanese. よろしくお願いします。今日私は
Today,
セックスについてお
I'd
話し
like
したい
to
と思い
talk
ます。
about sex.
商業化された性。
Commercialized sex, also sex as business.
アメリカの大学を卒業してか
After
ら私はですね
graduating
ワシントン
college
DC のプロレス
US,
プロジェクトという
I
団体
joined
で
an organization
インターンから
called
始めたんですけれども
Police Project. I started as an intern,
され被害に遭った
which is the
女性たち
organization
の団体
helping
で
victims of
活動を
human
始めました
trafficking.
これがその時の写真なんで
This
すけ
is
れ
a
ども
picture from that time.
なぜ、このような活動に至ったきっかけ
The
いろい
reason
ろあるん
why
ですけ
I
れども
joined this, I have many
私
reasons.
その活動の中で
But
あ
through
る
the
韓
activities,
国人の私と同
I
世代の
met
女の子のお世話
a
をするということ
Korean
があり
a
ました
girl who is in,
彼女
was
は
my
アメリ
age.
カに人身売買させられ
She
売
was
春をさせられ
forced to
て
be a
そして私た
prostitute
ち
in
の
the
団体に
US.
救助されたんですけれども
And our
その以前
organization
になん
helped
と
him. Before that, she was actually being a prostitute in Ueno through the human trafficking and then sold to US through the human trafficking, and we intervened them. She spoke a little Japanese, so we spent some time together.
一緒に目の前で笑ってる彼女と一緒にいるだけ
She
で
was smiling with me and being with her.
がその私たちの国日本に対して思う気持ちというものものすごく辛い気持ちがあるってことに
realized that she had really bitter feeling towards Japan, my country. My country, my favorite country, but this is a country for her with only bitter memory. Some of you may know, but human trafficking is, you may think this is something to do with a slave or human trafficking. However, this is to control people, to force them to provide sex or other labor, and this is a big crime industry. And Japan and many countries have this as a big issue. After I worked in Washington, D.C., I came back to Japan 8 years ago. And in 8 years, through hotline of the organization, we have saved victims over 120 people. However, according to our estimate, at this point, we think there are 54,000 or more victims of human trafficking who are unable to ask for help. Currently, we are not reaching out to them. But they are there in Japan. That means the public awareness has to be risen in Japan. Let me share a story about one girl. She was 13 years old and forced to be a prostitute for 2 months in a local city in Japan. She was forced to go to various hotel rooms, and she was bought by customers who was young as a college kid or as well as a grandfather. It was obvious that she was a minor and she was not willing to be there to the customers, but she was just a customer, just a commodity for them. This sex industry, I have witnessed awful violence in human trafficking. At the same time, I have learned a lot of information from victims. So I realized this industry is very, very sophisticated. This is my own experience. One day I was in a subway. The guy next to me was trying to buy something through his smartphone. And I thought he was looking for some product. And I glanced at it. Actually, he was looking for an escort service. He was about to make an order. He was going down through girls and select a hotel and set up the time to meet. And after certain hours, certain minutes, she was delivered to the hotel. How convenient is that? Not all cases, but sometimes you can get a student discount by showing the student ID. I think this kind of thing is affecting us, especially young people, how young people think. According to a study of the government, and especially teens, young people and teens, like my children's generation, are much more open to commercialized sex, meaning buying and selling sex, compared to other generations. At the same time, another study points out, which is interesting, that 1/3 of young people, especially young men, are not interested in building intimate relationships. So I think young people, communication is very much affected by the sexual, commercialized sex. Think that our sex is now reduced to disposable commodity. Just like if you're hungry, you buy a hamburger, or if you want to drink coffee, just go and buy it. It's not a bad thing, but it is instant gratification. We crave it and we buy it instantly. And the victims, the girl, the 13-year-old girl, the Japanese girl, currently I'm not available to say victims. And this is my frustration. But at the same time, I think, thinking of the future, I think we can make this society better. There is so much potential, I think. The commercialization of sex is so a part of our life, and shameless commercialization accelerates human trafficking. Can we choose that? Or we can choose a society where we teach children the positive side of sex, how to build intimate relationship, and how to face with our sexuality in a positive manner. And how much commercialization can we allow? Please think. Thank you very much.